Hello again to all of our friends of the channel. My name is Mike. For you who are my first time viewers landing on our page, I do a lot of different collectible style videos, mostly wrestling and Halloween. We do some filming locations, do some Halloween villages, but today we're going to cover Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 Trick or Treat Studios 12-inch figure, which I picked up yesterday at Capitola Mall over at Hadro Toys. Previously, I did the Chainsaw 2 figure, and it is a beautiful sculpt, I gotta say. Probably the nicest 12-inch figure that I own. And I'll go as far as saying it's a very gorgeous figure that they sculpted. And I had previously not seen these in person until yesterday. I had seen the stock photos. Thought the stock photos looked just okay, but when I saw them in person, I was blown away. They are that much better in person. So my personal favorite Leatherface sequel would be part 3. So the very first thing we're going to do is take a look at the box, because they chose not to go with the poster artwork, which would have been lovely. I'm a huge fan of the Chainsaw 3 artwork, which is on my shirt, but what they did was they put a brand new kind of artwork on these. They are all black and red. Even the Chainsaw 2 box, for example, had the same style. So if you line them up next to each other, if you want to put 2 and 3 together, they make for a gorgeous display. I typically don't display these type of boxes. I'll take the figures out and put the boxes in storage, but I don't know. These boxes are making me want to display them. And as I had said, Leatherface Chainsaw 3, my particularly favorite sequel in the series. I absolutely adore this film. Everything about this film I love. I love Ken Foree, Joe Unger, Viggo Mortensen, William Butler, Kate Hodge. Everybody in the film plays their role expertly. Let's not forget Tom Everett. And when you open this up, one thing that I didn't really care for on this figure, as well as in the stock photo, was the fact that they went with a very clean looking outfit on Leatherface, when in fact the entire film he is not clean. So the best way to open this, in my opinion, is to cut the top right here, and that will allow Leatherface to slide out. Slide him out right here. I'm not going to bother to film with this plastic on, because all you will see is the reflection of me on this. So let's take a look. It comes with an alternate hand, which is there. Comes with, I guess, just one alternate hand. The other Chainsaw figure I picked up comes with 2 alternate hands for Chainsaw 2. Leatherface comes with only 1. I wonder if this is detailed enough that they got the tattoo, the rose tattoo, I believe, on his face. And take off all these plastic things. Let's check it. It looks like that detail might have escaped them. I don't really see it anywhere visible on this. One thing I think I might do is remove this apron off of him, just because I'm not a fan of the way it looks. And nor did he wear it through much of the entire film either. So we're going to take a top to bottom look while I have the camera down here. They got his leg brace, which you hear squeaking in the woods. He's approaching Michelle and Ryan. That's his right hand. Some nice detail there on his belt and his belt buckle. I'm not very sure if this tie is screen accurate. We don't really ever get a good enough look at the tie to see what exactly is on it. So they might have just winged it with this tie. There's his face. Nice detail on the face. Really nice job. And nice scale on his body type. They didn't make him super skinny like the Michael Myers ones. They gave him a little bit of mass, which I can appreciate because the Michael Myers ones are all about the same. This Leatherface one, and including the Leatherface 2, these Leatherface figures are a little bulkier. And it doesn't affect their standability either. Sometimes when the figures are a little bit top heavy, they tend to fall over. That's not the case with this Leatherface. I'm gonna get his chainsaw out and we'll take a look at that.
You like it, don't you?
Here's a closer look at the chainsaw from part 3. The saw is family. The phrase coined by Drayton Sawyer in Chainsaw 2. Nice job on the chainsaw. It's double-sided. Same thing on this side. So typically you could display either side of the saw that you would prefer to, whether you want to hold it facing left or facing right. It's going to have the same thing on either side. When I display my Leatherface figures, the thing I like to do is hook their hands so one hand is holding this part and one hand is gripping the top part. So I don't know if that's going to be doable because of the style of hand that he has here. I might need to switch them out. One way to check very quickly, let's take this hand and see if it'll hook onto the saw better. It does, so it looks like this is the hand I'll be going with. Okay, I think I got it good enough. You can hold it and have an action style pose such as this. So here is a complete with saw Leatherface from Chainsaw 3. One of the finer sequels in the Leatherface film series, in my opinion. I'm not sure if it still gets the amount of hate that it used to get, but I particularly don't see anything wrong with the film. Thought the story was good. Characters, like I said, second to none. Everybody plays their role great. So there we have Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. That's going to be a wrap on this episode. Highly recommended. Price point is $199, and I would assume that they are now available on Trick or Treat Studios. I want to take a really quick second here and tell everybody that I do have an eBay store. I'm selling a good amount of my collection right now. You can check out the link. It is on the screen, and that will be shipped personally from me. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. So long, everybody.